voice.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ACIC Online. I'm Patrick Ho from Taiwan Design Research Institute. Today, I want to introduce to you to excellent Taiwan brand, which is very famous in Taiwan and also in the international market. And the first one I would like to introduce you is a company called HMM, which is a very good design company and specializing in coffeeware and office accessories. And the second one is called B2Hack, and which is specializing in high-end living wear. And I hope you can enjoy these two speeches, which will inspire you through their stories, ideas. And at the moment, I introduce you the first company, HMM. Let's welcome the co-founder, Mr. Michael Lee. Okay, take your time.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you and welcome to listen to this stream. On behalf, I would like to thank TDRI and ACIC for this great opportunity that we can share our brand and some creative ideas. I hope the next 20 minutes sharing can bring you some idea and enlightenment. And from now on, we can exchange ideas from time to time.
Sorry, the PowerPoint.
First of all, before we start our sharing, I would also like to say that it has been quite a difficult time for a lot of friends and friends. We are very lucky to be in Taiwan, so we are not taking too much of the hit, but some of our friends are. Our distributor from Italy and Germany are suffering because of the lockdown, and a contact we know, she even got the virus, but luckily that she is fine and well now. I just want to wish we all well, and we can be able to get back to normal soon and probably become a better brand, learning through this pandemic. I have seen some new energies and creative ideas came up just because of the time. Something like people start to recycle current waste and then using it to become reusable structured material, or design the temporary home working furniture from cardboard and can print it out directly from the download pieces online, so that people can adapt to the problem much quicker. These are great design examples that matters to people, and we are hoping we can be part of that. Now let me introduce to you myself and my colleague. My name is Michael. I am the co-founder of the HMN, and then I'm mainly running design to production process, some company direction, and resource management. And Nelson is one of the member of our brand development team, and he's mainly in charge in international communication, some sales and strategy planning, and he is going to walk us through to our presentation today. So here's Nelson.
Thank you, Michael. Since today's topic is about Taiwan's contemporary design and creative energy, I will walk through our creativity and learning through our previous designs. But before that, I want to share a little bit about our background, so you know how and why we came to be. HMM is a product design brand based in Taiwan. Originally, it started out as a blogging project in Michael's previous digital design agency, Minimax. The project was an escape and to have some fun, as Michael described. Because during the time in the agency, they was always doing design for other people and not themselves. But I think they felt that they had a strong belief and design energy inside that they wanted to express. Since they knew graphic design and printing so well, they started to design their own products, but mostly in graphical prints, like you can see here, such as posters, packages, and so on. Eventually, the public had more and more interest in their design. And that's why in 2014, they relaunched this brand and redefined the meaning of the name. It's funny because many people used to ask what HMN stands for, and we will struggle to answer because, like you see here, it used to be just an acronym of Hello Minimax, and that seems like a very arbitrary name. But now HMN is different. Now H&M really thrives to be an international brand. In fact, most of our sales are overseas, mainly in Europe and North America, with the US making up about 50% of our sales. We have partners all around the world, as you can see. We also try to enter many different international shows and work. Our products now hold several both international and local awards. We have two very strong product lines right now, our work stationery series and our coffee accessories. I'd like to explain over here that another reason we transitioned into the product design field is because Taiwan was just about to start promoting its cultural and creative industries. At the time, there wasn't that many design-oriented brands out there, but we can feel more and more young people were interested in this industry, and the creative energy in Taiwan was building up. So 2014, part of the team in Minimax entered the product design field. But as we entered this field, we very quickly realized that digital design is very different from physical product development. Ideas and design had to leave the screen and manifest into 3D objects before any real discussions could be made. Although some forms are beautiful, eye-catching, they might not be possible to manufacture. On top of all that, there's a lot of obstacles in mass production. Quality, quantity, fail rates, or simply establishing a good relationship with the manufacturers. Perhaps for many of us, all these are common knowledge. And we're not saying we do not expect this coming in, since some of the founders were trained as industrial designers. But the reason why we're spending so much time bringing this up is because all of these mistakes and learning more of H&M into what it stands for today: human, made, and method. Some of our viewers may know us from before as human, mechanic, and method. But recently, we're trying to redefine ourselves and better communicate what we believe in to others. This is a long and still ongoing process of tearing down and rebuilding ourselves. And I think the best way for us to share what we have learned and what we stand for is through our products. First, let me introduce our 3 core values through our stationery products. I believe all of our products embody these values, but it may be easier to understand if I isolate them out and talk about them individually to start. Our first product is the slide pen, and we have prepared a short clip to explain the design features and functions of the design.
不止滑动，专注启动。职场是座野生丛林，梦想是与现实角力。日复一日，我们使尽全力，将压力转成前进的动力。根据研究，抖脚、玩笔、反复按压、重复性的动作能够提高专注力与注意力。我们设计了一个磁吸滑动结构，简化了机械构造，滑顺、稳定，还有点帅气，让笔盖与笔身合而为一，也能随时一分为二。秒推即写，手感疗愈，让灵感在滑动中无限装填。不止滑动，也让专注启动。HMN 滑动笔是我们与台湾工艺结合的新作，整体由铝合金打造，手 手感扎实，配重平衡。生产原点来自南台湾的日籍工厂，高温与油味交织着职人专注的热情。摄氏500度的高温，伴随着700吨的压力，淬炼出金属质感的极致，将一种坚持的态度转化成无限可能。HMM 滑动笔带着全新的书写态度，诚挚地邀请您一同来体验。
Because this video is shot for Taiwan's crowdfunding platform and explained in Mandarin, I would like to briefly go through some of the features again. Slide is one of our earliest and most successful products. It started out with a simple goal to create a pen without a cap, since it seems like we're always losing our caps. But it turns out to be so much more. After iterations and iterations, we came up with a design where the so-called cap is always attached to the pen, even when writing. This sliding mechanism that you saw in the video is achieved with 2 simple magnets. The slide may look complicated, but once you hold it in hand, it is very intuitive to understand how it works. This slide component also gave us an opportunity to solve another inconvenience we often face, and that's finding a ruler. We may not always need a ruler on hand, but sometimes you just wish you have one for a quick measurement or a straight edge. You can see here that the slide can be easily removed to become a ruler. And I believe HMM were one of the first to come up with this mechanism and combination of tools. We also took into consideration that many of us have different pen preferences. Some of us like water-based, some of us like oil-based. So we designed this slide to fit many different ink cartridges. So you can combine your favorite writing experience with the convenience and creativity of the slide. Slide is an embodiment of many of our learnings mentioned earlier, as well as one of our core values, human. Human is a sort of poetic value. We define it as the human touch. And sometimes that means the stubbornness for a certain curvature, line, or rounded edge. Details that draw us as humans to these objects. In this case, I think it is the gentle rounded edge and this satisfying click that you can hear right now. This sound that makes me want to continuously play with this plane. Our next product is the HMM scissors. We also have a video prepared for this design.
"我们是 HMM， 希望借由设计改善人跟器物之间的互动。这把 HMM 剪刀是我们将设计再次与台湾工艺结合的新作。从刀身到握把都是坚实耐用的日本不锈钢。历经11道工序的精密制作，从经验老道的师傅手中到你的手中。HMM 剪刀经过18个月的酝酿，去无存精，将每一段线条、每一道圆弧的功用都推展到极致。6.5寸的刀长，58克的重量，沉稳扎实，是剪刀也是开箱刀。对，反着握就是开箱刀。平头刀口设计，想耍帅放口袋，想卖萌出气球，反正都很安全。HMM 剪刀是一把专属于大人的安全剪刀，剪掉所有多余的元素，只留下美好的使用经验。上市前的最后一小段路，需要您的支持，谢谢。
The scissor is another great example of our creativity and our human touch. Similar to the slide, this iconic looking scissor is a 2-in-1 function. On one hand is a normal scissor with a safety head detail. It was PowerPoint. And we're back. Like I was saying, on one hand is a normal scissor with a safety head detail, so user can easily carry this scissor around without hurting themselves. On the other end of the scissor is a built-in box opener. Turn the handle around and you can easily cut through packaging tape, like you saw in the video. Now lastly, the feature that draws us to the object is how it can be displayed on the desk. Whether you choose to display it like this or like this, it instantly becomes an eye-catching artisanal object on your desk. And this is our human touch. But like we said earlier, beautiful form is not our only concern. We want people to be able to own our products. So that means rational manufacturing and price. This is our second core value. Make. We define it as the balance between artisanal object and industrial goods. Like our slide pen and scissor, our tape dispenser address some of our daily inconveniences. Most tape dispensers are big and bulky. They take up a lot of space on your desk, both physically and visually. So our tape dispenser truly removed the most space-taking component of the dispenser, the wheel, and replace it with a simple circle and magnet system. On top of that, our dispenser is weighted, so it can be easily operated with one hand. The teeth of the cutter is also designed with a safety and clean cut feature, so the user do not need to worry about cutting their fingers when using it. We believe this design makes for a beautiful object. However, we struggle to streamline the manufacturing process and provide our customer with a reasonable price. So this design never entered the shelves. I believe this decision shows our dedication to our second value, made. No matter how beautiful, if we cannot balance the product's aesthetic with reasonable manufacturing and price, then we'd rather not release the product to the market. But we took what we learned from the tape dispenser and created the HMM clipboard, a simple looking clipboard with many features. The top clip is magnetic and could be easily removed and securely attached at any orientation, allowing the clipboard to be used both vertically and horizontally. The clip also features a magnetic pen, so you never lose your pen when you need one. The clip can even be used as a straight edge when you need it to. Like many of our products, this may look simple in design and thus simple in manufacturing, but that's not always the case. The manufacturing of this clipboard, I think the PowerPoint paused again, and we're back. The manufacturing of this clipboard was actually quite difficult. As you can see, the clipboard has a subtle feature that transforms your clipboard into a display board, so you can easily present your concept and drawing in the meeting. This hole in the clipboard was initially a manufacturing constraint, but instead of fighting the manufacturing constraint, we turned it around and incorporated it as a design feature. Because we were able to overcome this hurdle, we were able to turn this design into a manufactured good that everyone can own. This clipboard also shows our third value, method. Our products has a visual language and creative design feature that lets you find order and method in your work environment. So I think this image here shows our method and visual language very clearly. Whether it is never losing your pen or being able to carry your notes and drawing with ease, we try to incorporate a sense of method in our design, a way to look and use our product in an organized manner. Order and method is how we define our third value. Now these are some of our stationery products. Now let me introduce our second line of products, and that is the coffee series. Perhaps most people know us through our coffee items. Our first item is the scoop, a very simple but tasteful coffee scoop. Contrary to our stationery's multifunctional approach, the coffee series is more focused on the material and form. As you can see, the scoop is made out of two materials, cast iron and walnut. The cast iron head is finished with a Teflon coat, which gives its texture and color. The which also makes it easier to clean. Our scoop has a sense of weight and sophistication to it. Pair that with the warm finish of walnut and fuel, I believe that's where the tastefulness of the product comes from. The weight and feel of it is almost primal, and that's our human touch. Making coffee becomes a ritual with a scoop. Although the design looks simple to manufacture, but our stubbornness with quality and look require us to incorporate some process of manual touch and artisan skills. But this balance between handcraft items and manufactured goods is what our value made is all about. Lastly, the scoop has a simple design in the back of it that lets it be magnetically attached to espresso machines and refrigerators. This is how we incorporate order and method in this design. You can also see scoop in international commercials. I believe this is a commercial in Korea. But enough about the scoop. Let's talk about our second product. Our most iconic mug, the Mug R. Similar to the scoop, Mug R continues the elegant look and feel of metal and wood. But it is not made of metal. The body of the mug is made out of ceramics. We spent a very long time perfecting the look and feel of the glaze. That's what gives the mug its cast iron look. A lot of effort was also put into the handle of the mug as well. This seemingly unremarkable detail over here is extremely hard to mass produce, and we have our ceramics craftsmen to thank for overcoming this. Nowadays, there's many similar looking mugs out there in the market, but we're confident if you compare our mugs with others, you can really feel our dedication to the human connection and artisan feel. Something that some of the mugs out there just do not have. Our last item for today is our most recent product, the W Glass. And we have a quick video showcasing the maker this time. The W Glass is a collaboration project with Springpool. And if you don't already know, Springpool is an amazing glass recycling facility here in Taiwan. And we're able to take recycled glass as a material to design and manufacture the W Glass. Even though this product is made out of recycled material, we do not sacrifice its quality and look. The angular design and elegant amber color goes well with our industrial look and feel. The mug is also stackable, a seemingly unremarkable feature that many of the similar mugs out there do not do. We're proud to place this design alongside with our other items as it carries the same quality and values of our brand. And this pretty much concludes the product introduction for today. But before we go, Michael and I would like to take some time to share the planning and future of our brand. Like we communicated earlier, we're trying to better communicate our design philosophy and ideas, so we're still constantly evolving. Not just in websites and pamphlets, but also in our packaging. As you can see, in 2015, our packaging was made out of a tube. But that tube, even though it was very iconic, an EVA tube. While the packaging is very iconic, is not very environmentally friendly. So in 2016, we redesigned the packaging to what you see in the picture now. But we lost some of the elegance in that. So again, in 2017, we perfected the packaging to balance out the look and sustainability of it. We're also continuing to evolving our display because we want our display to show our values and our aesthetics well to the customers. We also welcome a lot of collaborations with other IPs. This over here is a collaboration with Star Wars. I think it turned out pretty well. We also have collaboration with audio architecture, like you see over here, and even line with different color of the glass. We're also trying to increase our awareness on social media and let more and more people know us. But more importantly, right now we're thinking about the post-pandemic working lifestyle. We have always been about the working lifestyle and environment. And the pandemic is blurring the line between work and life as much as possible right now. So in the future, we're gonna keep digging into what it means for working and lifestyle. This pretty much concludes our stream today, and we'd like to thank everyone for listening. For any business inquiries or suggestions, you can find us on our website and down below on the contacts. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good evening. We are B2Have. We are a design-driven company mainly focused on developing coffee utensil and living objects. So we can go to the So B2Have is our brand motto, which means inner side will mirror behaviors, then come out with the feedback with who you really are. It all starts with our founder, Ian Wang, who has over 20 years experience in graphic design and photography. He is always passionate about life and the detail of living. In 2013, he combines two of his greatest enthusiasm, design and coffee, into one. Starts from the scratch, with the ambition to create a minimum but yet functional object for everyday life. So here's our very first product. It's called Buzzy. Buzzy is named by the word basic. We are meant to create an extremely simple and user-friendly pull-over coffee stand. This ceramic brewing comb sustains an ideal draining speed. The two-track design for the comb holder is able to fit with various heights of serving pot or cup. The square column here is made by the original volcanic rock from Taiwan. We have another version which is in salmon. Anything to add on?
这个其实是我们很早讲过的，然后这叫星巴克销售。
This is our very first product and the very first design. We have received a lot of compliments from the users, and you can find this one in the Starbucks roastery in Milan and Shanghai. The second one is ACIC. ACIC is not only for style. It looks very pretty, but we all start the design from observing the behavior of the coffee lover. We notice them usually put the scale under the coffee stand to measure the weight while pouring water. So we trim out the height of the holder to create enough space for scale and for the serving pot. We have this special mechanism we call stopcock, where it has been our designer's thoughtful pick all along. Coffee maker may close the stopcock while Coffee maker may close the stopcock when watering gets to the limit for prevent from extra dripping. We launched this product in 2017. After that, we received a lot of feedback from the user. It's quite interesting because for our intention, we designed this stop lock is to prevent the extra water dripping on the table. But they told us they used this stop lock in the very beginning. They stopped the water from dripping, so they used it for the coffee and tea immersion. So it's very nice for us because for us it's more like the user to complete this product by the behavior. So being thoughtful and interactive with user has always been our core concept of design. And this one, we called it the Kobo system, the maximum of the minimum. The minimization and utilization on Kobo system can be perfectly practiced on this device. Traditionally, the Kobo system always comes along with a bulky wooden stand. It looks heavy and complicated to operate. So here we try to make a very different step. Take away all the decorations, only focus on the functions and the material itself. The whole set of Kobo system is only made by the glass, even the filter. After the brewing, the pot can be directly stored into the fridge. The pure and clean look is able to fit into a modern interior perfectly. And this design has won the IFO Award Gold in 2015. So here's some details. We work with atelier and craftsmen to make all of our pots. We have our signature is pretty handmade. It's all made by human hand. Like this polish, they polish one by one, hand by hand, right? So for the past 8 years, we developed various products in coffee stands, teapots, and stationery. We also received the International Design Award, such as IF, Good Design, etc. So you can find us work online through like the Mr. Porter from UK, SS Sense from Canada. Offline, you can find us in Starbucks Roastery in Milan, Shanghai, and the celeb shop Copacabana in Beijing. Yeah. Okay. So, for the conclusion, we are not pursuing neither accurate work from the factory nor the precise calculation from by hydrodynamic. The motto and the spirit of B2Have, we are more pursuing the freedom of design, the freedom of living. If you like B2Have, this is the living attitude we want to share with you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you.
And okay, thank you for all your time. And in this pandemic, we hope everyone stays safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate, and also thanks, Michael, for both of you provided a very excellent speeches for the audiences. And in the future, we will introduce to you more talent designer from Taiwan. Thank you for your watching. I'm Patrick Hong. See you next time. Bye.